Hi everyone, I am the Sarcastic Sloth, and welcome to my channel. We're going to be looking over this entire mess that Gabi DeMartino has found herself in. We're going to have a look at the screenshots, and we're going to cap it off with looking at that apology video, I guess you could call it, because we haven't done one of those in a little while, and it'll be nice to live a little bit of nostalgia on this channel before the end of 2020. So without further ado, let's crack on. So as per usual, everything I'm going to be saying today on this particular subject are my own thoughts and opinions, and if you don't like that, ta-ra! A little bit of an overview if you're not aware. So Gabi is a YouTuber, a rather large YouTuber who has millions of subscribers, but she's also got a Onlyfans account. Nothing wrong with that. Plenty of people do these days. It's what she's utilized that particular account for in the last week or so, and yeah, it's understandably got a lot of people kicking off and a lot of people up in arms about the entire situation. We're just going to go through this step by step and lead up to where we are, which, like I said, is the apology video at the very end. As I'm reading the posts, I will obviously pop them up on here and you can have a little look for yourself, and yeah, let's crack on. So first off, if you're unaware, OnlyFans is a site where you can access content that's behind a paywall, predominantly used for people who are releasing explicit imagery or videos, is probably the PC way of putting that. We're on YouTube and we're not allowed to really say a lot of words. Basically, Gabi releasing a lot of videos and pictures of herself in, like, you know, undergarments. Let's keep it terribly British. So she released a post to the people who are subscribed to her OnlyFans, and it states, as you can see here, sent a little surprise in your inboxes for those who are curious. Now, as you can see there, she's there in her undergarments. To you, right, if you were just looking at that and you think this is sort of the precursor to what I'm going to be getting in an inbox on a site where I'm getting a lot of explicit material, and, you know, I usually expect that, you probably expect more of the same, if not a little bit lewder. So when people were going into the inbox, they could see that it was unlocked through a $3 paywall with this caption: "Won't put my undergarments on," with a cheeky smiley face. So in your mind, you would probably think, if you were signed up to this, I'm definitely going to get more of the same, maybe a little bit lewder. What's blown the lid off of all of this and landed her in like a complete cat's cradle of a mess, it was a video of her as a 3-year-old where she didn't have her pants on and she's being asked to put her pants on. So basically, what we'll refer to as CP, because again, things you can't say on YouTube. So can you imagine being the person who originally got the first post and then get the secondary post? You pay $3 and then you get a video of Gabi as a 3-year-old with no undergarments on whatsoever and pulling them back up. Oh dear, it appears that I've participated in a crime. It's just, it beggars belief what exactly she was thinking at this particular point. There's just no real defense for this, but she tried to give a defense, because Spillsash, as you can see the original message there, she's gone, Gabi, you better make a statement ASAP about this OnlyFans malarkey. You better not be trolling with kid pics and thinking that's okay. And then Gabi responds, a childhood video of me on the phone saying, Nanny says put your undergarments back on, and jumping up and down laughing. I'm sorry, I didn't think that one through, period. A home video I love to share with friends and use my OnlyFans as a Finsta page where I share stuff as I would with friends. It's just I don't know how to compute that, if I'm being quite frank, because one, that's a weird video to just share with your mates anyway, but two, I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, I'll just send this out to my friends. And then with your friends, do you charge them $3 to see that kind of footage? She tried to play it off like, oh well, people who pay for my content on OnlyFans are like my friends that I asked to pay to see me. in that way. It's just mind-bending. Don't get at what point she thought that any of that was okay, quite frankly. Then she follows this up, because obviously there was a lot of backlash and it was a bit obscene. The video was a goofy throwback family moment that I wanted to share with my personal OnlyFans fancy babies. Okay. I am sorry that this wasn't thought out completely. I apologize. The video is down, and I'm sorry again if this came out wrong. You're not gonna sort of be able to fob off that you thought that your OnlyFans members who have to pay for that particular content that you were putting out are your friends. That is so weird. That is a really weird thing. And to call them fancy babies is just... it's bizarre. 2020 has been one of those years that every time you come across some story that you think this isn't going to get any weirder now, when in terms of YouTubers or TikTokers or whoever, the fuck ups have been just obscene this year. I don't know how to put it any other way. It's really bizarre to me that at no point was there a mental checkpoint in her mind that said, oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't post this of me as a 3-year-old without any undergarments and get people to pay for it. I'm sorry, right? You knew what you were doing. A lot of people obviously then kicked off. A lot of people went back to OnlyFans and reported this, and rightly so. Obviously someone here saying, here's the message she sent to subscribers, and then OnlyFans were responding, thank you for sending these. This user's account has been deactivated. Please let us know if we can offer you any further assistance. Thanks. So OnlyFans doing the right thing there, just completely pulling the plug on that, as well they should. That's a platform that again has taken a lot of hits this year in terms of what happened with Bella Thorne and Tana Mojo, and just sort of abusing the system really. I mean, there's a lot of people who actually use that website as like actual work, like legitimate work, and that is how they get their money. It's not just sort of one finger in many pies as a lot of these influencers tend to have. Once it was deactivated, it appears that Gabi realized the actual errors of her ways and she released an apology video. We're going to watch that video. I'll speed it up just so it doesn't consume too much time. Let's have a little look and just see how genuine we feel that this apology is.
This video is going to touch on a very serious topic, so I'd like to insert a trigger warning. Recently, my lack of judgment and poor decisions have led to a very, very serious issue that needs to be addressed. I owe it to you guys. As I was coming up with new ideas and new content, I was watching a home video with my family of myself as a 3-year-old when my mom announced that she was pregnant with my younger brother. In that home video, I ruined a beautiful moment by telling everyone that I heard my nanny tell me to put my panties on through a stethoscope. It's a video that has brought back laughter and joy within my family for years, and I shared it with what I thought was a funny caption. It's not funny. It was a quote from the video. Never in a million years did I think something that I thought was so innocent could be looked in such an ugly way, and I think that's where the problem lies. I realized I'm so disattached with reality that it didn't even cross my mind that this could be viewed like this, and that's a serious issue. It's not funny. It will never be funny, and it's not okay, and I'm really sorry. I'm sorry to my friends, my fans, my family, to anyone that I've hurt. I'm so truly sorry, and it was definitely a huge lack of my character and my judgment, and I know who I am in my heart, and I know that if you know me, you would know I would never condone anything like this. So it really hurts to know the pain that I've caused for so many people, my family, my friends, my fans, my supporters, even people who have just simply been triggered by my stupid, thoughtless action. To everyone, I'm very, very sorry. It was very insensitive and a poor representation of who I am and what I believe in. I would never do anything to exploit or harm a child. I'm so sorry. Truly, very sorry. This is a huge wake-up call. I'm going to step back into reality now, and I'm going to reflect, and I love you guys, and I'm so sorry. I'm going to grow and learn from this, and I will come out of this a better person, and I will do better. This was really wrong. Okay, so what have we learned from that? It looks like a weaker version of Tana's apology, quite frankly. She's reading it, and she's reading it out in a rushed out way. But let's break down what she's actually saying. So at the very beginning, she's saying that she was thinking of new content and new things to put out. Sorry, like, you know what OnlyFans is. You know the message that you sent out initially was, and what that would eventually become in terms of the cause and effect. So we have sending out an image of yourself in your undergarments with a seductive caption on there, and then people get there's a $3 paywall, and this whole disconnection from reality. You could argue that. I don't personally believe it. I don't believe it at all that like you didn't know what you're doing, because one, you're doing it on your OnlyFans. It's not like you did it on your Finsta. You did it on your OnlyFans. That whole I treat my OnlyFans like my Finsta, I don't buy that crap, because your Finsta isn't making you the money that OnlyFans is. At best, it's a con, isn't it? But paid for that, and they've gone through, and it certainly was not as advertised, was it? If you're trying to break this down with logic, it's not. There's none to be had. There is none to be had here whatsoever. What you've got is someone who tricked a load of people into becoming criminals after purchasing and viewing CP. It's a weird one for me to actually get my head round, because I just don't know what she was thinking. And this whole, like, oh, I was out of touch with reality. Sorry, I just don't believe that. And I don't feel like this is sincere. She's had her platform taken away. Now her sisters come out and said they're not posting anything on their joint channel because she's horrified by what's happened, and rightly so. And another aspect of this is she has a group chat with her fans, which
I don't like. I find them weird, you know, I don't trust them at all. At the end of this message, where she's just basically saying, this isn't me, you guys know that, which is what they all say, all of these apologies. I'm pretty sure at some point you can go back to all of the apologies that I've reviewed and it will have these aspects of it. It was a serious lack of judgment. I didn't think it through. All the people around me who know me know that I'm not like that. Then why did you do it? If you're not like that, and that is so well renowned, then why did you do it? It's just so bizarre to me. But yeah, so at the end of this group chat message, she said that her biggest fear is that Ariana Grande will unfollow her. The reason why that makes any kind of sense whatsoever is because apparently she looks like Ariana Grande. I don't personally think so, but you know, I'm probably in the minority on that one. I think if I saw a picture of either one, I could definitely tell the two apart. But of course Ariana wouldn't want to be associated with this. It's really hard to make any kind of sense out of this particular one, because it's not like she did it and it was an accident. Like, she put a post out initially, and then there's a second post with the paywall and the image. So there's like a few different points where she could go, hang about, is this weird? Not only is this weird, is this illegal? And not only is this illegal, is this morally wrong and morally bankrupt? Let me know in the comments what you think. If you like the video, leave a like. If you like the channel, then subscribe and click the bell so you get all the notifications. And as per usual, stay safe out there.